let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, Sportz. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, Sportz. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, Sportz. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. Yeah, look, we already made it. Yeah, we already made it. Yeah, we already made it. Full dedication, full syndication, all generations, we already made it. Sean, Don, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus Sportsman. You know that's like 4 G's. 4 G's. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4 G's.
Welcome to the 4G Sports Show. I am the Don, along with the King and the OG. And this is our inaugural episode of 4G Sports. What's happening, gentlemen?
What's going on, sir?
Nothing much. Glad to have you here. This one right here is a special one. Like I said, it's the first episode of many to come. And we want to first shout out to all the mothers out there. We want to say Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you. And in this episode, we're going to be joined by an undrafted free agent, Khaylan Kearse-Thomas. He's going to be joining the Tennessee Titans this year. So we got to sit down and chop it up with him for a few minutes. We hope you enjoy this, and then we'll come back and chop it up with a few topics with the gentleman. All right.
Welcome to 4G Sports. I am the OG. I got the King sitting over here to my left, and at the bottom is our special guest right here, Khaylan Kearse-Thomas, undrafted agent for the Titans, outside linebacker. Man, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh man, it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. Go ahead, King.
Okay. All right, I got a question for you. On draft weekend,
What's good?
what was your frame of mind waiting for your name to be called?
So I was very excited just because the whole draft process. I seen a lot of my boys go first round, second round. So throughout the whole draft, I was very excited. And I was waiting patiently, you know. So when I got my call, I was very excited, and I was thankful, you know. God, you know, bless it.
That's dope. I like
When did you realize you had a chance of making it in the NFL?
After my senior season, during my senior season, my coaches was talking and, you know, chirping in my ear, talking about, like, you playing good, keep it up, stuff like that. And then after the season, it was like, you had a really good season, you know. Things is, you know, looking up for you. Just keep working out, stay ready.
Okay.
What number do you plan on choosing playing for the Tennessee Titans? And does that number have a significant role in your life?
Honestly, I have no idea yet. Honestly, we haven't even talked about numbers. I'm trying to get this playbook now. What?
I just want to ask, is the playbook that much thicker in the pro than it was in college?
I'll say yeah. Most definitely.
Okay. What advice would you give high school players that want to take their play to the next level, college or pro?
Just to believe in yourself, have confidence, you know. Don't listen to the outside critics, and, you know, make your own decision at the end of the day.
Right. Okay. Did the coaching staff have a big impact on your decision to go to ASU?
At the time, yeah, I felt like they had a real family-oriented place. Man, I would fit in really good with the way their schemes were and the way they played.
All right. So, was football your first love, and did you play any other sports in high school?
I played basketball in high school my freshman year, but when I transferred to my second high school, I ultimately chose football. They was like, all right, you can either play basketball or football. And I was like, I'm a football player. So I was like, I'm playing football. And growing up, I mean, I played basketball when I was in school, but yeah, football was my first love.
Okay.
I know as some athletes have routines before and after games. Do you have a specific routine that you do before a game or after a game?
Nah, I just, before we at the hotel, I wake up, we go eat breakfast, I chill. And then once we go to the stadium, I'm locked in, I'm listening to my music, and then I get my ankles taped, and then I put my pads on and I get ready to go play.
What song gets you the most hype and ready?
At that time, let me think. I listen to everything. So like, I'm not even gonna lie. So like, I'll probably be listening to some audio push because I'm from the IE, like Rialto. So like, they from the IE. So I listen to some audio push, and then right before the game, I throw on some country music. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was country music.
Country music?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, they gonna love you in Tennessee. They gonna love you in Tennessee.
Oh wait.
Hey, this is from the Sports Mom. She wants to know, after a big win, what is your go-to food choice that you must have?
All right. So this is a little small spot. They just expanded in Tempe, but it's called El Paisanos. It's really good. I go over there, get me a little fat carne asada bread. It's real fire. Take that home, knock out, and then go to work out the next day. That is smack. I'm trying to do your credit.
Hey, we appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. We will follow you throughout the whole season. Hopefully, we'll be able to check in with you during the season. Thank you for being on the launch for our Mother's Day special. And to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And do you got anything you need to say before we get out of here?
Happy Mother's Day.
All right. Well, I'm the OG.
Just thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all so much.
Anytime.
Yes, sir. Anytime you want to chat, you need anything from us, man. We always here.
Absolutely.
Yep, I appreciate that.
All right, sir, man. Hey, and once again, good luck and have a great season, and stay injury free.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. I'll try. Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's the goal.
All right. Hopefully that's the first of many more great interviews to come with young Khaylan Kearse-Thomas. We all wish him well in his first season with the Tennessee Titans.
Yes, sir.
So from there, I want to get into the topics at hand.
All right.
We're all struggling for quality programming, something to watch and keep our attention doing everything that's going on around the world right now. So with shows like The Last Dance, I just want to get your opinion first, OG, then I'm going to come around to you, King. And would you like to see more shows that are similar to The Last Dance?
Yes, sir. Just for the simple fact of being a sports fanatic, being a sports fan, there are certain moments and times that, I know what it looked like from my point of view, but there's always a backstory. Just like the Jordan going to Atlantic City doing the Knicks playoff game, blah, 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 and they're saying he was out all night. Turns out the man was back by 1 o'clock. So
that's an early night.
Right, and if you need to blow off some steam, that was a really early night. And he was with his parents. So, but they never said all that. But I would love to see more of that, especially on the college and high school levels.
What about you, King?
I would have to agree. I like seeing the in-depths of what goes on behind the scenes. I thought it was kind of unique that they got to, what Dennis Rodman was doing what he was doing, how the other players felt about their own players, about the fight that happened between Steve Kerr and Michael Jordan when he got punched in the eye. You know, that stuff is kind of neat for us to hear now. Even though we kind of like heard bits and pieces about it back then, but now you got actual confirmation. I think that's huge for us diehard sports fans, most definitely. And like the OG said, do college and high school too. I mean, I think that'd be huge. I think that'll catch everyone's interest, most definitely.
Yeah, like you were saying, we heard these stories before. You actually get the footage and the commentary, that how they feel about it today. And it's good to see some of those old clips and be reminded of what came earlier, because social media and media as a whole wasn't as thorough back then. I mean, they were just starting the 24-hour ESPNs and things like that. But now with social media, I mean, we really would have missed a lot of these behind the scenes moments if it wasn't for the show like The Last Dance. Okay, so they're talking about sports coming back. You hear about NASCAR about to run some event in a limited format. I think the UFC is going to have a championship fight pretty soon. And they're talking about football may go off as scheduled, with the recent schedule being released for the 2020 to 21 season. So do you think that would affect you as a player if you had to play in an arena or a field without a crowd? I want to go to the King first on this one.
I would say yes, because if you're a home crowd, or if you're a home team and usually you feed off of the crowd,
right?
It'll seem more like a practice or a scrimmage game for the most part. That'd be tough. I mean, but I'm pretty sure they can get it done. Us as fans, when we want to watch, there's no energy. There won't be any energy in the arena. If that makes sense. So that'd be tough to watch. But I mean, I think we'll still watch it. We're diehard fans. We're definitely.
No doubt.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think the cream of the crop will rise. Because see, now there's no distractions. It's an even playing field. So now talent and coaching will come to the forefront a little bit more, in my opinion. You know, because there's no home crowd, there's no offsides, false starts, none of that. It's just straight one-on-one, mano-y-mano, let's get it on. And I think that will make it more interesting to watch, but the crowds need to come back.
Eventually, hopefully we all work back towards the crowds coming back. I'm just thinking, what about some of the commentary that we're going to hear on the field without the crowd noise to hide it? I think there's going to be a lot of unsavory conversations that we might not have heard in the past. You're just going to hear the whistles and the grunts and everything else that go along with it, you know? So on from that right there, we're going to move over to the next topic. This one goes back to our youth. I'm sure all of us at some point either watched or were involved in youth sports. If not us, our children. I want to get each of your opinions on the participation trophy that's associated with youth sports. Go ahead to the OG first.
All right. When I played, if you wanted it, you had to earn it. You know, I understand, you know, hey, everybody got to play, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the real world is not going to just hand you stuff just because you showed up. You know, you have to work and earn everything you get. So I think it's a bad idea. It's a very bad idea and sending the wrong message.
No doubt.
I would have to totally agree with you, OG. Me being a coach myself, I'm not a fan of participation trophies. I think it sets a lot of kids up for failure for the most part, because if my team goes 7-0 and your team goes 0-7, why are we getting the same trophy? Because when you get to high school, those favors are not given to you. You have to earn minutes. You have to earn your playing time. You have to earn basically everything. Nothing is given to you in high school, college. And what does youth sports prepare you for? Next level.
Right.
If you're given a trophy, you're going to expect a trophy. If you apply for a job, you're going to expect a job. It's all preparation.
There you go.
Sure. Maybe one or two trophies on the team if there truly is a standout player and an MVP or a most improved player. But other than that, I'm along with both of you. We don't really need the trophies for the last place team. You really didn't earn it. maybe you get a T-shirt for being involved in the youth league or something like that to show you participated, came out, get your little headband and said, I showed up. I did not show out, but maybe something like that.
Wait a minute, did you say headband? You said headband and said, I showed up and didn't show out?
True. But no trophy, not for the lose.
I like the headband idea though. That's perfect. That's perfect.
No doubt. So from all of us agreeing on youth sports, let's see where we land on this topic. Now I'm going to go into the controversial topic of amateur sports, or so-called amateur sports, because there are some in college, as far as the institution itself, that gets paid for these so-called amateur sports, but the athletes themselves do not. I want to go to the OG first on this. Do you think college athletes should be paid? Why or why not?
I would say yes.
Go ahead,
I would say yes. They should get a small stipend, not really a check, not really a salary, but something to get them through the school year. Because a lot of them kids that play sports are from the inner city. They're from single parent households. And I think what they do is a job. It's a job. They're student athletes. Some kids just go to school, They got plus practice, film study, weight room. The list goes on and on and on. I think they deserve a little something. Not no humongous salary, but a small stipend to get them by.
No doubt.
I most definitely yes. My thing is, I know they keep saying, well, they're getting a free education, room and board. All right, let's break it down like this. If you play football, your sport is bringing in $35 million. If we split that up among the team members, whatever your education is for a year, times that times 4, take that from that money for that individual player, and whatever's left over, you give it to the players. Now, how you disperse it is a different, that's another discussion. But yes, pay these guys, because you're making money off of free labor. It's a slave mentality.
We don't disagree on that, it seems, either. They bring a lot of money into these universities and colleges in the way of TV contracts, and just being on TV and these primetime games is bringing in plenty of money to the university, much more than any 4-year degree could even warrant. I believe they should get paid as well. You have day-to-day expenses. You just want to live, go to the store, go to a restaurant, maybe even check out a movie. Maybe not in the movie theater these days, but you find some sort of entertainment you want to participate in. So I do believe they should get a stipend as well. And maybe even something larger if there's more money to be spread around in the way of money to be released once you do graduate or reach the age of 20 or 25 or 30, where you can put it into something like an investment account maybe. So we all agree on that. These amateurs should get paid for the money they bring into the schools. And so this will be our final segment of the show, and we call this segment Our Way. So the segment this week is going to involve the subject of our Mount Rushmore of linebackers in the league. First, I want to go to the OG. We're going to name our 4 linebackers, right? We got 4 faces on the mountain.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it 4 or 5?
4 or 5. I mean, we can go top 5 dead or alive, but if you want to give 5, give it. But go ahead first.
All right. Well, my first is Ray Lewis.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Then I got Jack Lambert, Michael Singletary, Ken Norton Jr., and if we're going to go 5, Junior Seau.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Seau.
Okay. I'm going to gotta go Ray Lewis. You gotta go Mike Singletary. You have to go Junior Seau. I'm going to go Brian Urlacher. And for my 5th, come back to me on that. I'm on the 5th.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Yeah. I got a strong 4, I believe.
Okay.
Number 5, I'm not really sure. So I think we all agree on Lawrence Taylor. Being in the NFC East, you see my team. He's wreaked havoc, on a certain Monday Night Football, on a certain quarterback. We won't go into that.
Yeah.
And definitely I got much respect for Ray Lewis in that position as well. And then we all know about the Bears and the 85 defense, Mike Singletary, for sure on that. But little surprise for some, I'm going with London Fletcher. I just like the way he played. He was short, he was undersized, and no one really thought he would have a career, and he parlayed that into a nice little spot on the defense. So I'm going with London Fletcher. And for the fifth, we might have to come back. He might not be out yet, but that's my 4As.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
All right. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the Mother's Day edition of our first episode of 4G Sports. I am the Don, joined by the OG and the King. We will be back here weekly and throughout the week, sprinkling you with little content here and there. Stick with us. You can keep in contact with us through 4G Sports, and that's Sports with a Z, on all social media platforms. I definitely want to give a shout out to Jelly Bean Creations with a nice glassware here. Make sure they get their plugs and their advertisement as well. Make sure we support.
Yes, sir.
Down right there like that. And like I said, join us on our social medias. And you can also reach out to us and give us a little suggestions on topics as well as down in the contents. You can get us on Gmail at 4G Sports. That's Sports with a Z. Check us out. Thanks for coming and joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.